conductor who had been handing out music to everyone to carry in their lyres. I said, "Where's my music?" And he said, "Your music's in your left foot." He said, "Just keep the beat. Every time you step on your left foot, you hit the drum." Well, I got to be a little more clever with what I was doing than that, but basically I'm like the ever-ready bunny. I just keep going and going and going.
Oh, my goodness.
And keep that left beat going and keep everybody marching on the beat, and that helps keep people in rows. Very first parade, though, I carried the cymbals. And they were great big cymbals. They're 18 inches across. They have leather straps. So we were all ready to go. It was an evening parade. We were going to have a candlelight parade up the main street of town. My first parade. I'm all nervous about how do I stay in line. And the conductor says, "Carol, send us off with a big cymbal crash." So I picked them up and I crashed them as I'd been taught. And the strap broke, and my cymbal rolled down the street. That was my very, very first parade, and I thought it might be my last. The strangest thing that happened with that problem was I was walking in a parade and we'd gone up Big Hill. Well, on the other side we had to go down the Big Hill. And not only did the rows ahead of me disappear, but the whole tree line disappeared. The hill was steep enough that all I could see ahead of me was blue sky. And I was going down a hill, but I couldn't, it felt like I was floating. It was really hard to get my feet firmly on terra firma.
What do you mean by hazards in the road?
Oh, well, there are things like manhole covers, potholes. Some of them are very large. Train tracks are very challenging, and streetcar tracks. At least there's a second one coming once you've hit the first one. I've been knowing people get their toes caught in them and go flying. And many, many parades have horses, which is very exciting to crowds, but not so exciting if you're parading behind them, because the horses leave little piles of presents, and you hope that you walk around them. Occasionally we run into pedestrians, actually. People seem to think they can dart in front of bands or in between floats and things. And when you dart in front of a band or through a band, you're, especially what I just said about the bass drum, I can't see who's in front of me. And especially kids, it's really difficult. I guess the strangest one was when we knocked over a cameraman who had crawled into the middle of the band with his camera, and we did not see him and managed to knock him over. So he got some interesting footage and an interesting perspective.